offensive side of things, and that's obviously going to lead to a Rise Nation victory there in Uplink. Put them one game away from moving on into the bracket, and I think that's definitely a spot they expected to be in. Did not expect to get 3-0'd yesterday by this Elevate squad. A little bit of a shocker, and then barely make it by E United. I feel like yesterday for Rise Nation, it was just like, let's just survive the day. Like, let's just make it through the day into Sunday.
And they did.
And then, like, let's just totally just wipe our minds of everything that happened on Saturday and just move forward.
They're going to need to. They have not looked that great in hard points so far this weekend. The one that they've won was 250 to 249. So can they make it happen here? We're going into throwback hard point. I absolutely love this map for this game mode. As we've said, we hope you're enjoying the coverage of the Call of Duty World League PlayStation Experience Invitational presented by the PS4. It just flows off the tongue, man.
And here's the one I'm looking to see who steps up on Rise Nation. You expect Aqua to come in with a big game in the slaying department. This one, though, it's not one that you would, figure that the more passive teams win it. Like, this is obviously a very fast-paced map. It's just kind of how Infinite Warfare is as a whole, where aggression's going to pay off, the slaying's going to pay off. I feel like Elevate can definitely come in, have a little bit more firepower than Rise Nation. Somebody besides Aqua needs to step up for Rise.
I just want to let everybody know we have to get a quick restart of the lobby. Blame Vicento for that one.
Join the wrong team?
Join the wrong team, so we'll get that one reset for you here quickly. Vicento, now Aqua's making fun of him. I could just tell by how they're interacting with each other.
Yeah.
Aqua, a smile from Aqua is rare, and typically it only comes when he makes fun of his teammates. There, Vicento says he's good to go. So we'll hop right back into it. Throwback hardpoint again. Major shout out to Infinity Ward with how quick these maps load on in, with how fast and smooth the transition is between maps. Been absolutely loving it, and they've been so willing to listen to feedback, which has been such an incredible part. Last year we had it. This year we have it again. It's been brilliant to work with them, and we'll now get into Game 4 as Vicento. Can I confirm he joins the right team? Yes, he does. Beautiful stuff, Vicento.
Yeah, you gotta love it. It's just a willingness to improve, the overall game for the competitive scene, esports scene, and then obviously, even improve our just broadcast tools with Codcaster. It's one of the best Codcaster modes we've seen at the beginning of the Call of Duty title.
It looks beautiful. There's more stuff on the way, folks. We're just getting started here in the COD World League. As Vicento, he's gonna run down the bike path. Don't know where his bike is, but unfortunately he'll get shot in the back, and off the break, it will be a map positioning control over to Elevate.
It's quite odd you mentioned that. There's I don't know if I've seen any bikes actually on this map. Or a map with a bike path.
I can confirm that I don't know if I've seen a bike ever on this path.
No, there's never been any bikes on the bike path. We'll be Elevate. They have a 1-second lead here. Not really much to talk about at the beginning. Is both teams just kind of flooding towards the middle of the map, just trading kills. Nobody able to get any good solid control.
That's kind of how this map is. You see, Zed was the one trying to make a pinch happen through that mid-rails area. 4 times multi-kill for Looney. That's why Vicento yelled, "Let's go, Looney!" He's already getting hyped. He knows what's on the line here. He wants these Europeans to travel on home on that long flight, sad, thinking, man, I just lost to Rise Nation.
Well, I think if Elevate does lose here, though, they have a lot to build on, a lot of good things to build on. They've looked very good, but we go into the second hard point here. It's going to be in Barn, and it's going to be Rise Nation with control a bit early, and you got to wonder if just what happened in that uplink has just kind of thrown this Elevate team for a loop, because right now they just do not look coordinated, not on the same page.
Hey, I'm not jumping to any conclusions, because I said the same thing in the first hard point when Rise were up by 100 seconds, and they only won by 1. So I'm not going to count Elevate out of this anytime soon.
Yeah, but you can't consistently get off to poor starts in hardpoint and expect to win them. It's like you're just kind of gambling at that point.
That is correct. Felony and Vicento, the two-men wrecking crew, shut down the pressure from Elevate. 50-6 now, Matt, and something's bothering you over there, I can just tell.
I mean, it's just the way that Elevate is playing. It just seems to be way too frantic. Look, there's one player all the way on the other side of the map, 10 seconds left. It's now you have other players flooding in. It's what are you trying to do? You trying to rotate? Are you trying to push for the garbage time? It just seems like they're so uncoordinated right now.
What I was just looking at there, I'm wondering if Zed just mistakenly rotated towards the baseball hardpoint, thinking it was that field, because he pushed all the way to blue. You were talking about it, and then out of nowhere, you just see him hold down the sprint button, get it back across the map.
So it's quite funny, actually. A few of the players, I watch, and I'll be I watch FaZe a lot, right? And there's sometimes where, Clay will go to Zoom and be like, "Where are you going?" Zoom was just I forgot where to go.
I remember the one time Attach was like,
we were watching it.
Wait, there's another hard point on this hill? He had no idea what was going on. It's funny.
They're still beating people as well, which is
I mean, that's what happens when you play the most out of any team. 50-second lead for Rise Nation. And right now, the slang is even, Matt, and we talked about this a couple times this series, how that differs, how that goes in one team's favor. Why is there a difference? Right now, all the kills have come in the hard point for Rise Nation, and they've had the spawns to supplement it as well.
I mean, it's just meaningful kills versus just kind of kills just in the middle of the map. And you look, I'm actually just bringing up the stats real quick on my screen.
I brought them up here too.
The side of LA has 1 defend. Inside of Rise Nation, you see
12.
what? 12. So you kind of see where the kills are coming in, those high-impact kills coming in for Rise Nation. That's why they're so heavily in the lead.
Looney in an awkward engagement here by Bowling. He knows he needs to stay alive, wants to be able to pressure with his teammates. That flechette grenade does hit the wall, nearly gets him a kill, but unfortunately, Reedy and crew, they'll push this one out.
So look at how different of a push that is, right? Elevate gets control of the hill. Rise Nation, they wait for their teammates. They're trying to set up some coordinated play. The side of Elevate, when we saw Rise Nation getting control of the hill, they were just flooding one by one by one. Like, this is such a good push here coming in from Rise Nation that they're able to get the hill back.
This is actually a nice job instead staying alive. He's forcing Elevate, or he's forcing Rise Nation, sorry, to put some pressure towards Bowling. Unfortunately, he does die, and now his teammates are trying to push through from 2 different areas, but Aqua and Felony, with perfect communication, 2v4 the pressure, and will go ahead, get the scrap time for their team as they rotate towards line.
Yeah, now you see the rotation actually coming in for Rise Nation, so they're already there. They're set up. Vicento has 1 gunfight to win, and they're really not even going to check the back here. You got to expect, you know, a team of the caliber of Rise Nation to rotate a little bit earlier than that. So now we see Elevate get control of the hill. Let's see how Rise plays this. They get a split spawn. You see it's going to be Vicento spawning all the way down at the bottom of your screen by bike path. See if they set up here and try and get a pinch, but now you
Everyone I'm swapping to is dying.
Now it's Rise Nation just flooding in one by one. They have to be careful because Elevate is starting to creep back up into the score.
Rise Nation going for whatever push they can, but right now, look at the combined streak that's now starting to develop for Elevate. They had 4 players on a 2 streak there momentarily. They're getting all this time on this hard point, and again, just like the last hard point, an 80-second lead, now down to just 30.
It's like, I feel like everything I said that Rise Nation was doing good when we were over
now
at the baseball field, they have just thrown it completely out the window. You see, look, just 1 player trying to take out 2, not going to work. Here comes another player just flying in. It's
They're
like,
nowhere near each other.
You're just giving Elevate like 3 kills as you just keep pushing up 1 by 1. It also helps that Reedy's starting to shoot much better. Was there on a 5 streak. He's going to fall, but Elevate has battled their way right back into this game.
Well, they have to make this one close, apparently. Rise Nation just can't take a hard point with ease. That's the end of the first rotation. The first, 3 hills dominated by Rise. The last one, not the same, as Elevate now find themselves within striking distance in this game. And Reedy, you mentioned his shot getting better, now 21 and 17. I'm going to follow him off the respawn.
And I will say, to coordinate as a team when the game is this fast, it obviously becomes very difficult to do, but you just need to kind of get with your team and your communication and just kind of slow the game down and just make those good pushes and make things effective, because otherwise I feel like this game can kind of spiral out of control pretty quick.
Yeah.
You know, you just kind of get into the rhythm of just playing fast and frenetic, and then the next thing you know, you're down by like 100 points.
I mean, what is it? What makes you stop playing that way? Is it a vocal leader on your team saying, guys, let's slow it down? Is it like a group realization, like, let's just change this up? What is it for a team?
Yeah, it just takes kind of somebody to like step away from like actually like the micro decisions in the game and just look at like all the macro things going on and just decide like, okay, like we're losing a lot of these fights. We're just flooding in 1 by 1. We need to change something up quick because what we're doing right now is just not working. It's very difficult to kind of distinguish that in the middle of a game this fast when you're trying to manage all the small decisions as well.
Yeah, we do listen-ins a lot of times on these championship Sundays where we hear from teams exactly what the communication sounds like, and the best typically have that shot call and can go, guys, stop this right now. Let's refocus our attention towards this area of the map, change something up. Finally, it does look like Elevate do just that. They hit 3 through that backline area, catch Rise off guard, and now they'll be back with a 20.
It's like every team knows what to do. Like, they know how to break these hills. It's just whether they can like coordinate it in time. You see, it's going to be Elevate picking up 2 kills inside the hard point, 20 seconds left on this one. So I like the idea that they're just going to fight for this time, get the score even closer here. And about 12 seconds left on it. They have a chance to take the lead if they hold on to this hard point.
Well, Matt, we're going towards a hard point that can be very frantic for these squads. I want to do a listen-in with Rise Nation, hear what that communication sounds like as they're now in a tied game.
Watch middle, watch middle. Last one middle.
No, he pushed it.
Oh my god.
One shot.
Bowling.
I'm watching over you. I'm
On
going
a
one shot. Yo, fuck
Mid. Yeah, 2 bowling.
Yo,
2 top one. Yeah, you're good. I know.
One more. Top train. Go top train. Go top train. You might contest.
2 1 shots.
Coming to you. Stay on that side.
Yeah, 2. Get on contest. He's on it. He put his little thing down.
Yeah,
I'm using my scarab.
I got you.
We can help. He's EMP'd left.
Sidewalk. Two sidewalk.
I got one help.
Behind you guys.
Turn. He's right behind you.
Oh,
Got me.
Nice try.
Two. On top here.
Two sidewalk. Yeah, we should just go blue here.
Yeah, go bowling. Behind you. Dead.
Middle. Watson and Hill.
Get that.
I got one help. There's 2 top trains.
Yeah,
I got you.
Make sure we
I'm blue already.
Got the top.
Watch underpass. Could be top our building too.
Yo, underpass, he pushed out. He's very one shot. It's Reedy.
Dude. I need help. I'm waiting, Danny.
Well, give me
I
one.
spawned
I'm
top
pretty sure there's one help.
blue. They're spawning blue.
Spawning blue.
Get the back. Dude, camo. He's in the back.
I got one.
In the back.
I don't see him.
I'm hitting the back.
What's close
I
to
don't
us?
see him in the back.
Pinching.
He's high.
I'm pinching.
Far back, hurt.
Nice.
Shit.
Turn. Bowling.
Bowling.
Oh, I needed you.
It's all good.
Watson, watch out.
Go back, Bryce.
Yo, watch blue.
I spawned out blue. I'm coming blue right
I
now.
have underpass.
Yo, they're hitting underpass.
Blue.
Don't worry, get blue.
Reedy.
So you need to kill him for me.
I got him.
Two bowling.
We got enough time. Rotate here.
Yeah.
We're rotating.
Yeah.
No, we have 30 point lead.
Rotate.
Yeah, we can get chased.
Rotate. He's
Yeah,
chasing.
Yeah, he's chasing, dude. Zed.
One shot.
I just fucking saw him.
I'm gonna go hide.
Alright, we'll be fine. You'll kill
I
this
have
guy.
kinetic.
Sidewalk on me. He hit middle.
He sprinted at me.
Always love the listenings from these pro players. You hear how frantic the call-outs
Yeah.
are for Pacento, but even there they say rotate, give it up, but in the end they don't actually win the gunfights near this next hill, and Reedy and crew will bring this within a 10-point game.
So it's interesting. You hear a lot of just like calling out where players are, locations or whatnot. You actually never like heard during that like where actually they were like watching. Like I'm watching this. Nobody's like not really communicating on that level. But you actually see it's going to be Zed so close to full streak. He gets that. That completely changes the game up. It's going to be Elevate, though, taking the lead. They actually have control of this back area here. They're in a very good spot. You see, it's actually Zed that spawns out over in the field, and he calls it out to his teammates, and that's going to be where they're going to be able to focus a little bit more over towards this grandma side. And you see Shawnee just doing a fantastic job staying alive, just not peeking this, does not need to. Now going to pop out, has the reactive armor. No need to use it here as teammates flying in, but it's going to be Aqua and Looney picking up some big kills. Should be able to open this one up for Rise Nation, take the last few seconds.
They will get the scrap time, but what was a 30-second lead at that baseball hard point, now a 20-second deficit. Kills are going to be majorly important on this rotation. What can Looney do? He's got his reactive armor as well. Zed and Watson trying to lock down this rails area of the map. It does look like Rise Nation, for the moment, will force the spawns out on the side of Elevate, and they're now back within 15, but Streaks will begin to bombard it.
Yeah, we'll see how many Zed can get with him. I feel like Streaks we've seen this weekend just taking out teammates, and he actually gets Felony, and that's going to be a 4 dead there for Rise Nation. Now you see Elevate, they're going to be able to set up, see how much time they can get on this center hard point. It would be huge. We don't see a ton of time taken from either team usually on this hill. If you saw Elevate gets it up there, maybe take an extra 10-15 seconds. Would have been a huge buffer for the rest of the game.
Beautiful stuff from Zed, man. The guy just can't be stopped. He was on a 9 streak, now a 6 streak. Make it 7. Zed has been 16-2 in his last couple of lives. Now 43-28. He's got the hot hand. I'm following him through the respawn.
With only 5 seconds left on this, it's going to be Rise Nation giving this time up to Elevate. They're going to rotate a little bit early
I think
here.
we're seeing a game 5.
Yeah, I think we are. They're not able to get over there in time, Rise Nation. They're trying to go through fields. They're trying to push over towards Barn. It's going to be Looney able to get 2. Needs a teammate to follow up, and that's going to be actually Looney just coming in through that side door, able to pick up another one. So now they have control, Rise Nation. They have a chance. They could actually close out here if they're able to hold on.
But they're not even comfortable. They have a player flanking behind them. They get 3 dead. The 1v1 in the hard point, though, won by Reedy. He gets both. 247, Reedy with 3 now as he nearly shuts the door on Rise Nation. This one looking like it's going to be done. Looney with the pressure. That is it. Elevate will force the game 5. And I hear Reedy yelling some things that my mother would not be proud to hear.
Yeah, no, Reedy's talking a lot to this Rise Nation squad. And now Rise, they have a lead there early.
He's speaking in European.
But you saw, like, I feel like we see it with a lot of teams. It's like you're up in, he's speaking in European.
I don't think that's a language.
No, that's not.
We speak
I've traveled all over Europe. They speak many languages in Europe, not just one central.
I'm sorry.
It would actually be pretty cool if they kind of agreed on just one central European
language. All right,
language.
fine, guys. We'll speak on this one.
Yeah,
language,
it's like, guys, all right, fine. We'll give in. We'll also
fine. We'll give it up. But no, what a game.
But you actually saw, like, we were talking about Elevate playing a little bit frantic. It's like you saw things kind of set in for Rise Nation where they start just run all over the place from they have a lead, and then as soon as the lead gets taken away, it seems like every good thing they've had going on, like they just kind of throw out the window, and they're just trying to, I don't want to say like make hero plays, but you're just trying to like get in and make that big two-piece and just open things up for your team, and it's just not a play style that's going to result in consistent outcomes.
No, and there you saw the game from both of these squads. Watson with a big map there. Want to make sure we have this Codcaster all good for this final game, so I'm actually going to leave the lobby and rejoin just to make sure I get this all set up.
You should do that, Jack.
We swap those, and that'll be right. Hopefully, if not,
yes.
I probably just lost my job, but it's okay. Guys, we're about to go to a Game 5. Yesterday, if you missed it, Elevate 3-0'd Rise Nation in quick and easy fashion. This time around, it has been a different story. We're now going to another Search and Destroy. It will be a Game 5, and this one will be on Crusher. So, first time I've seen Crusher so far this weekend.
Yeah.
This map, there could be some sniper play.
Yeah.
And yesterday, Reedy had some crafty sniper shots that Vicento and crew were not ready for. I'm wondering if he has similar things here on Crusher.
And on the side of Rise Nation, you probably look for the sniper to go into Aqua's hands. He's been one of the better snipers through, competitive Call of Duty in the past. So you expect the sniper to come out on the side of Rise Nation as well.
Last year, there would be times where he'd run around with the sniper like he had a submachine gun in his hands, where he just didn't care.
And it was like